I believe we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Green, Iowa, home of the North Butler Bearcats, as the St. Ansgar Saints are here to play their final regular season football game of the season. Pretty short crew here today. Kennel Genius, and to my right is Not Your Average Joe. Good evening, Not Your Average Joe.
Good evening, Mr. Genius. A beautiful night for football here in North Butler. If you haven't left yet, you're late. Get on the road. Get down here. It's going to be a beautiful night. Your 7-0 Saints take on the 4-3 North Butler Bearcats.
The music is playing, and I know you got some great things to share, so tell us about it. Not Your Average Joe. Do you want to get to that now? Do you want to maybe hit some commercials and come back? What do you like to do?
Yeah, up to you. Should we cover a couple of quick things? Let's go around Class A to start, and then we'll do kind of our traditional Saints pregame here when we come back from commercial. But we mentioned it, the last night of the season, the regular season, so a bunch of games out there with playoff implications tonight. There's a couple of fun ones we'll be trying to keep an eye on for you. The Saints' playoff positioning is set in stone. They will win District 3 regardless of the result tonight. No one can catch them. Of course, the Saints want to stay perfect here tonight. We'll talk about that when we come back from commercial. But around the state, a couple of key games. Number 9, Riverside takes on number 3, ACGC. I believe that game is at ACGC. That will be a fun one, and we'll go a long way to determining seeding and playoffs and all those things down the road. And then number 6, North Lynn, is at number 5, Wapsie Valley. That will be another good one. A little birdie told me, watch both of those games. If they're close, it probably doesn't have much impact on the final rankings that come out next week. If they're not, we could see some changes, right? Could Wapsie, for example, if they blow out North Lynn, could you see them jump West Sioux, who lost last week? They lost to the number 1 team. So West Sioux drops a 14-7 game at MMCRU. But stays at number 4 in the rankings. And I think should have. I think that's right. I think that the committee got that right. I think they deserve to stay at 4. Could that change? Could that sentiment change if Wapsie Valley looks really good at North Lynn? Or if North Lynn looks really good over Wapsie Valley, because they're the 6. So could that change some things for next week? Certainly something that I know there'd be a lot of eyes around the state on those 2 football games. Quick reminder, let's run through the playoffs. I've had this question a couple of times this week. So there will be 32 qualifiers in Class A. Those will be released tonight after the action concludes and all the scores get updated. Last year was about midnight. They put out the list. Here are your 32 Class A qualifiers. From there, then, they will spend the rest of the night and the early hours of the morning formulating 16 matchups. Okay? They will do no more than those 16 matchups. They are going to create a number 1 district finisher game versus a number 4 district finisher game. They don't have to be in similar districts. They don't really even have to be in similar areas, as we learned last year, right?
We did learn that last year.
Sibley O'Cheaton drove all the way to St. Ansgar to play, those kind of matchups. So you could see that kind of stuff go on. There are 16 matchups that are set tonight. They get released sometime around 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Those will hit the IAHSAA.org website, where you can check out who the Saints' opponent will be next week. Okay, so then is there a bracket? We can see who we're going to play next and all down the road? No, sir. That will not exist until after next week's game. Which is the right way to do it, in my opinion. I love the way the state does this for football. Let's not get in any hurry to get it done. Let's get it done right, not just done quickly. So they're going to create 16 matchups tonight. We'll see who the 16 remaining teams are after next week's play. Then they will create some brackets, pods they call them, pods of 4, that will then get you to the dome. Right? And so those games, we can tell you, here's who the Saints' second-round opponent is, here's who the quarterfinal opponent might be based on who wins, right? Then you get to the dome and they do it again. Reset that bracket again based on who makes it into that what is essentially the semifinal game, the first game in the dome. So that's how this playoff positioning thing will work. Tonight, like I said, we're going to get the 32 qualifiers. We will get 16 games announced tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., and then we'll do it all over again next Friday and Saturday. The Saints will be the number 1 seed in District 3, so the one thing we know for sure is they will play a team that finishes 4th in their district.
Got it.
We don't know who that will be, but we know it will be a number 4 finisher. Hang around throughout the broadcast. We may have we may have a couple of ideas that will float out there to see if we can get that right throughout the night here. We'll have some predictions, I'll say it that way. But that's how Class A shakes out here across the state as we head into week number 8. We're going to go to break, and we'll come right back after we pay some bills and talk a little bit about this matchup tonight as your 7-0 Saints take on the 4-3 North Butler Bearcats.
I love it. Before we go to break here real quick, the chat is open, so if you're out there and you know some scores, some live scores going on, let us know. Obviously, it helps to have everybody out there kind of keeping us in tune with a lot of the news that Joe's talking about here as we prepare for what will be, I think, a pretty great postseason beginning. But obviously, 10 a.m. tomorrow, they'll make the official announcements. But it is great to know live and in person while we're broadcasting here tonight. So feel free to chime in that information. We'd love to hear from our fans. Let's take a commercial break. We'll be back right after this.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by St. Ansgar Chiropractic.
Oh, thank God. Please tell me you brought Paradise Pizza.
You've got to get to know Joe.
Town & Country Insurance Agency is a proud supporter of Saints TV.
Fleece and milk house candles. It's cold in here.
Time for a new golf cart. Miners Outdoor is major tough.
Hey, Mom.
Better call Adams Painting and Drywall again.
When you need a hero, contact the boys at Al's Electric in St. Ansgar.
Family-owned and operated Patterson Seed is your solution to higher yields.
Cars hit me all the time. Luckily, Charleston Body Repair fixes you up fast.
With soybeats.com, my candle making is on cloud 9.
Harvest is right around the corner, but Farmer State Bank is more than just a bank for farmers. So whether you're a small business owner, a student, or a family, FSB is the right financial solutions for you. We are a family-owned local community bank with 7 locations across North Iowa. Visit one of them today or check out our website at fsbbanks.com.
When innovation meets horsepower, great things happen. Johnson Oil keeps Absolute Energy moving, fueling their plant with off-road diesel, swapping forklift cylinders, and setting tanks for the crews that keep the work going strong. And from Absolute's locally made E85 to the roads of North Iowa and southern Minnesota, we deliver it straight to our customers. 1 mile, 1 tank, 1 partnership at a time. Because powering progress takes more than fuel. It takes trust. Johnson Oil. Contact us today for more.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe, buying crop insurance was hard. There's a better way to buy crop insurance. You got to get to know Joe.
You know, there is a better way to buy crop insurance. You've got to get to know Joe.
Take care of your spine. St. Ansgar Chiropractic.
Focus Insurance Team. Safeguarding our neighbors in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota from risk.
It's Saints TV's goal to bring the game to those who are unable to cheer from the stands. Watching the stream is free. Creating it is not. Please consider donating to our cause through our donation partner, Give Butter. 100% of your donation goes directly to the St. Ansgar school system, where it is used for the education of our students, the equipment used to create these streams, and the athletic department so that our students can keep competing in the sports that are near to their hearts. Thank you for supporting St. Ansgar, and thank you for giving Butter.
Fuel up, champ.
Life's better when you give Butter.
Thank you, Patterson Seed in St. Ansgar, for your generous contributions to Saints TV. For more information on how Patterson Seed can help you get higher yields, contact Mike Patterson at mike@pattersonseed.com.
At Canine Cabin, I'm treated like a king.
Invest in their future. Choose St. Ansgar State Bank.
And we've got a really pretty cool rock here.
This is from L.R. Falk Construction.
This broadcast is made possible thanks to the generous contributions of the advertisers you see here, as well as the Foundation for the Enhancement of Mitchell County and the Saints Legacy Fund.
The Mitchell County Substance Abuse Coalition creates awareness of the impact of substance abuse and encourages change through collaborative prevention efforts. MCSAC meets on the fourth Tuesday of each month at 4 p.m. at the Mitchell County Courthouse in Osage. We are looking for new members to join the coalition to work together to build healthy communities within Mitchell County.
Mustache makes him a man, the candle makes him a ladies' man. Milk House Candles, tonight's the night.
Life's full of bumps, but thanks to L.R. Falk, at least the road isn't one of them.
Protect yourself and your loved ones this flu season by getting your flu vaccine with Mitchell County Public Health and Home Health. With flexible clinic hours, various locations, and convenient drive-through clinics, getting your flu shot has never been easier. Flu shots are quick, easy, and no appointment is needed. We accept most insurances, making it easier than ever to stay protected. Visit www.mcpublichealth.com or find us on Facebook to see our full clinic schedule.
Thank you, Box K Beef and Freeman Welding, for your generous contributions to keep this stream free to watch.
Did you know the EJ has an app available to download in your app store for free? We can't wait to hear how you like it. Search Enterprise Journal and look for our logo, you know the one, or scan the QR code below. It's so easy, even a child could do it.
The Canine Cabin Kenneling and Pet Services proudly supports our Saints athletes.
Oh my, milk house is getting bubbly.
They've sealed up the roof tighter than a hippo in a hot tub, and now I'm homeless.
I can always find the perfect gift at Home Sweet Home in St. Ansgar. Colbert Realtors helped us find the perfect home.
Love you guys!
Relax. We've got a policy for that.
every single job that we do, either one or both of the owners are on the roof overseeing and often installing the products, which is something that we really pride ourselves on and make sure that we're going above and beyond.
We're back here in Green, Iowa, where your Saints take on the North Butler Bearcats. Not Your Average Joe here with Candle Genius Kim Basu on the scoreboard tonight. Send all of your complaints to her. Just kidding. Don't send
She
her
does a great job on
complaints.
that
Yeah.
scoreboard. That's not an easy job for football.
It is not. It's the hardest job out of in this entire operation, in my opinion. Let's talk a little bit about, as we are about 5 minutes from kickoff here, let's talk a little bit about the opponent. Your 4-3 Bearcats get here like this. They start week 1. They lost to West Fork, beat Southwind, beat Starmont, then lost to Nashua Plainfield 10-7. In that loss, they lost senior quarterback Brody Wagsness. He has not played since, my understanding is, sometime in the second quarter of that Nashua Plainfield game where they lost 10-7. Beat AGWSR big. They lost to Clayton Ridge in a shootout, 28-22, and then they beat Postville last week, 48-6. We're going to see some familiar offense from them. They're going to run the wishbone a portion of the time and the flexbone a portion of the time. We'll talk about that tonight, what that looks like. They run it about 70% of the time, pass it about 32% of the time. Brody Wangsness' little brother, Wade, is the quarterback in Brody's injury here. He's been efficient at that quarterback spot, has not thrown it often, completes it about 40% of the time, 44% of the time, has 205 yards passing in the last couple of games. They're going to keep it on the ground a lot. You're going to see Jax Thorne and Jake Bartles carry the ball a bunch, as well as sophomore Evan McCormick. So that's what we expect to see out of North Butler. I think defensively they're going to take chances, and I think you'll see the Saints try to capitalize on that. They're going to try to bring some pressure. They're going to have the linebackers way up, right on the line, and if the Saints can break through those early tackles from the defensive line and the linebackers, I think we'll see some big Saints runs. I know I'm really going out on a limb there, Eric, talking about big Saints runs, but I think you'll see the Saints offense exploit some of that tonight as we watch a little film. Let's go through some stats for your Saints. Sophomore quarterback Porter Schwiesow, 32 of 44. That's 73% completion percentage, has 514 yards, 8 touchdowns to just 1 interception. The sophomore quarterback has done a phenomenal job throughout this regular season. The Saints sit 8-0. His favorite receiver, Connor Mullenbeck, 16 catches, 264 yards. 16 catches, Eric. 4 of them for touchdowns. That works. That gets the job done.
It does get the job
been fun to watch that connection between Schwiesow and Mullenbeck. Of course, Mullenbeck, part of that three-headed monster in the backfield as well, has 19 carries for 271 yards and 4 more touchdowns on the ground. Saints led in rushing by senior number 2, Corbin Michaels, 55 carries, 940 yards. Okay, so we talked about how 4 touchdowns in 16 receptions is pretty good for Mully. How about 20 touchdowns in 55 touches for...
Should we go live here, Joe?
Okay.
All right, so sorry for the freeze, folks. Some very real technical issues here.
You missed 2 big pass plays, 1 to Jack Bartles, 1 to Schroeder. It's 4th and 2. Back to pass, Wangsness under pressure. Avoids a man, throws it complete. First down inside the 10. Pass is complete to 87, Martinez Macias. The tight end helps the Bearcats convert, and it'll be 1st and goal for the Bearcats. They have driven down the field on the strength of about a 35-yard completion to Jack Bartles on a ball that traveled about 3 yards in the air, and then the second completion to number 80, Bryce Schroeder. Same play, just to a different guy. They both broke several tackles, and they have the Bearcats set up 1st and goal. Middle run here. This is Pakey. He'll be the primary ball carrier. Nowhere to go. We've seen that. They have been ineffective running the football. Almost all of their positive yards in this drive are via the pass.
So the folks at home missed it because we were frozen. And so, yeah, we did have a technical issue. We lost the internet. Hopefully we're back for good in this one. So we apologize for And by the way, thanks for all those who reached out and said, hey, you guys are frozen right now.
Yep.
For whatever reason, just an internet connection issue. But we have a really low post here on the visitor stands. And if you think this camera angle isn't great, try sitting in these stands. It's tough to see behind these big boys.
Pass complete to Bartles. Breaks Michael's tackle. But Connor Mullenbeck comes in along with Joe Clevenger. They finish him off. It'll be 3rd and goal. Ball just outside the 5-yard line. Third and goal from the 7 officially. 6.5 minutes to go here in the first. So we think we have our technical difficulties sorted.
we
lost our internet connection, which
we always think we do.
Shotgun spread here. 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen.
Ooh.
And get the Saints to jump, it appears. It is. That'll be a half the distance penalty. So on 3rd and goal from the 7, you get the ball inside the 4 now. That's a huge penalty, a mental mistake.
Oh, yeah,
for the Saints in the early going. First penalty of the game on either team. That one goes against the Saints. Good hard count by the sophomore quarterback, Wade Wangsness. So they change the formation back into the wishbone here. Are the Bearcats. Going to see power run from Peggy. Peggy's brought down in the backfield. Joe Clevenger.
Great job by Clevenger on that one. Just immediate pursuit, quick tackle.
Short loss on the play. 4th and goal. Ball outside the 3-yard line. Let's call it 3.5 yards to go here for the Bearcats. The second 4th down of this drive, converted the last one via pass.
Yeah, it seems like the pass has been the successful play for them on this drive.
Watch Bartles out of the backfield here. They are going to throw it, looking for a man in the back of the end zone. Not there. Brought down.
Great job.
Chase Haugen with the huge sack. And the Saints bend but don't break. They turn the Bearcats away at the goal line.
Camera may have been a little ahead of it on that one. Apologies if you missed that play. You know, one way to make sure you don't miss those plays, Joe, be here.
Be here. That's right.
Don't count on my camera work.
Chase Haugen comes up with the huge sack of Wangsness to turn the Bearcats away. They'll have it for their first offensive possession. 1st and 10 at the 10. We have an officials timeout. That's an equipment timeout.
Here, well, they're doing let's take a look here. We got the student crowd. You can really barely see them out there. They're wearing camo tonight. So
first run of the day is to Connor Mullenbeck. Connor, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Saints. Pakey in pursuit, but Connor Mullenbeck goes 90 yards on play number 1. 6-0 Saints. Could have driven a truck through the hole that the offensive line made right there.
So I'm thinking they're working on the equipment, right? So I'm zooming in the kids, and next thing you know, everyone's going crazy. I had no idea they were that close to this. I'm sorry for you folks at home.
They were fast. Connor Mullenbeck, we talked about it in pregame that big plays were going to be a key for this North Butler defense. If they're going to have a chance tonight, they have to prevent the big plays. The Saints pop one on the first play of the game, a 90-yard touchdown run for Connor Mullenbeck. Has the Saints leading 6-0 after Chase Haugen comes up with a sack on 4th and goal to turn away the Bearcats.
That's the beauty of a sack, too. Gets him by the back of the jersey and just does not let go.
Corbin Michaels for 2. The conversion is good. The Saints lead at 8-0. Interesting there that the Saints go for 2 right off the bat tonight. We haven't seen that, I don't believe, this season. We've talked about they've used a couple of different kickers, PAT-wise. Tonight, they start and just go for 2.
I kind of like it. Like, take the points. Like, get a chance to get another offensive play in, right? It's just another rep that they can get in. So far, they've only run 2 plays offensively tonight. Great job by the Saints making quick work of that.
And we've talked about, from a statistical standpoint, you only got to get half of them, right? And as good as our offense has been, especially in short yardage situation, I can see the appeal. Just go for 2. So the Saints take an 8-0 lead. What a start to this game. 5 minutes left in the first quarter, so 7 minutes gone already after the Bearcats drive the ball inside the 5-yard line but get turned away, and the Saints go 90 yards on offensive play number 1. We've seen a little bit of everything here.
We really
in this
have. And the
first
Bearcats,
7
the
minutes.
way they moved down the field, they had some big plays. They got down the field quick. They went, the first time went for it on 4th and 2. They convert on it to make it 1st and goal. And it just looked like they were bound to get a touchdown on that. But Saints defense holds a great job by those Saints.
Porter Schweisow kicks it off, fielded at the 10-yard line. Nice kick by the sophomore. Good coverage downfield. Matt Clevenger slows him down. A host of Saints make the tackle at the 25-yard line. That's 21 Cameron Bartles, the freshman returner. So North Butler will have it for drive number 2, starting at their own 25-yard line. They stop me if you've heard this one before, Candle Genius, but the ground game ineffective, but moving the ball through the air. We saw this last week.
Did.
Banksness hands it off. Nowhere to run. Derek Heeman in on the tackle of Pakey. Gain of 1.
Man, the way that Heeman just wraps him up. There, he just has nowhere to go with Heeman grabbing him and ripping him down to the ground.
Let's go through your Saints starting defense. 31, Hale Dietrich. 51, Derek Heeman. 70, Aiden Beeson. 44, Chase Haugen. Beat your line. Joe Clevenger, Matt Clevenger, Corbin Michaels, the linebackers, Seth Schatz, Connor Mullenbeck, Trey Johans, Jagger Trenton out there as well in these first couple of possessions for the Bearcats. Back to passes, Wangsness dropped by Schroeder. Was going to go for a very short gain anyway. Comes out of his hands. 3rd and 9 coming up.
Hard to tell from here, but the flight of that ball may have been impacted by Michaels.
Got tipped.
You bet.
Michaels in on coverage there. Connor Mullenbeck was not far behind. 3rd and 9 for the Bearcats. Their second possession. Gained 70 yards on the first possession, but come up short after having it 1st and goal. The Saints go 90 yards in one play on their first offensive opportunity. They lead at 8-0. 3rd and 9, back to passes, Wangsness in trouble. Dietrich pressures, just throws it out of bounds. Going to get a 15-yard penalty on the Saints. And that'll give the Bearcats a free first down.
Hit him late, Joe?
Yeah.
Limited crew here tonight. If you're expecting the replays and all of the fireworks we had last week, well, we had a heck of a crew at home last week, including Duke Scoop and a bunch of kids running sideline cams. We've got a crew of 3 led by Kimba Tsunami on the scoreboard, and then Not Your Average Joe and myself just kind of filling the gaps.
So quick update, not a late hit. It was ruled a horse collar tackle. Coach Clevenger, let's just say he doesn't agree. And we'll watch the replay. You guys can watch it at home. Thought it was a clean tackle. Either way, the man in the white hat is in charge. He says a 15-yard penalty for a horse collar tackle. It'll be a first down Bearcats. Well, the Saints will go back to work defensively. So it's first down Bearcats via penalty. Ball at the 42-yard line of the Bearcats. Shotgun, little spread coming here. Going to put Schroeder in motion. Just handles the snap, but gets it back. Hands it right off. Nowhere to run for the Bearcat. Running back, let's see who that is. 33, McCormick, the sophomore, gets the carry. Loss of 2, 2nd and 12.
JT Red looks to be one of the last to get off the ground on that one. I assume he was in on that tackle. Getting hard to see here with got a lot of jerseys in front of us.
Got a lot of jerseys, yep. Again, we'll try to bring you a little more radio-style broadcast tonight since you may not be able to see everything. Brings us to McCormick again. A little toss play. Gets the 2 yards he lost back, +3. So a gain of 5. But it'll be 3rd and 7. Corbin Michaels in on the tackle for the Saints. So we've seen a little bit of everything here in the first quarter, under 3 minutes to play. Two receivers at the top of your screen, 2, 3 at the bottom. And looking that way, complete to Schroeder. He takes a big hit applied by Seth Schatz, but he hangs on. First down, Bearcats.
Yeah, great play by the Bearcats. Great play by Seth to be there and make a big tackle that it took a lot of strength for the receiver to not lose that ball. Seth all over.
An 11-yard gain sets the Bearcats up first down across the 45-yard line of the Saints. They have moved the ball through the air and via penalty. The ground game has been unable to get started here for the Bearcats. Looks like they're going to throw the ball here. That one is complete, but just a gain of 1. Bartell, excuse me, on the reception. Gain of 1, 2nd and 9. Four down territory for these Bearcats.
Yeah, I've seen them go for it a couple times already on the first drive.
Yeah, and I think with what the Saints are going to do offensively, especially after one 90-yard play, they're going to have to try to hang on to the football. They're going to go for it on every 4th down. Another quick swing pass out to Schroeder. Stopped right there immediately by Joe Clevenger. Mully. Connor Style. In there as well. It is a gain of 1, 3rd and 7. Good pursuit, good adjustment by the Saints defense this drive on that quick passing game. Like I said, it appears as though the Bearcats are gonna throw the ball from this point forward. Pass again. Ball's knocked up in the air. Michaels right there as the pass gets there, intended for Sterling. Michaels knocks it away, 4th and 7.
Let's see if our replay is working the way we like it to. It seems like we've got a replay cooking there. So we've got a limited crew here tonight. We'll bring you the best possible coverage that we can.
4th and 8. They are discussing it, but appears they're going to go. The offense stays on the field. North Butler will go for it here, 4th and 8 from the 43-yard line. Watch the ball. Here's the command from the sideline. Looks like we're going to get a timeout. Timeout North Butler. Right as they snapped it, coach called the timeout from the sideline. North Butler's going to talk about it. It'll be 4th and 8 when we go back to play here. Just 45 seconds left in the first quarter.
Hey, during this timeout, let's take a moment to talk about something really important. Something very important is happening tonight, Joe.
Oh, for sure.
These baseball jerseys and a signed baseball is going to be auctioned off. Well, it's being auctioned off. The auction ends at 10 p.m. tonight. It will end at exactly 10 p.m. tonight. So if you're thinking about these jerseys, the bids are live. The bids are happening. Get your bid in now at that address, givebutter.com/SaintsJersey. 100% of the proceeds will go to the championship, 2025 championship baseball team, St. Ansgar's 2025 state champion baseball team.
That's it.
What are they going to do with the funds, Joe?
Well, we are going to help the kids memorialize this, remember it forever with a set of rings, state championship rings. Every manager and player will receive one thanks to the generosity of this community and this fundraiser that we've done here. We're going to be able to get those for everybody. And that auction closes tonight after this game, right? 10
You
p.m.?
got it, 10
so
p.m.
get in there and get your bids placed. Back to pass here on 4th and 8 is Wangsness. It's complete. Short of the sticks, but he breaks a tackle. And he's going to fall very near a first down. It's going to come down to the spot. Short.
He
Turnover
did not
on
get
downs. Jack Bartell ends up a yard short of the first down after breaking a tackle. The Saints are going to have to tackle better throughout this game tonight. That has been a problem in the early going here. Too many broken tackles for the Bearcats. But the Saints prevent the first down. They turn it over on downs. 37 seconds left in the first. It's 8-0 Saints. They will run their second offensive play of the night. Out of the wishbone, Connor Mullenbeck went 90 yards on offensive play number 1. This one goes to Corbin Michaels. Corbin Michaels nearly sneaks through there, but just brought down by the last man to beat, gets him. And you're saying, Joe, the last man to beat was 1.5 yards from the line of scrimmage? Yes, sir, that is true. There was nobody behind that guy that made that tackle. So they're going to gamble. They're going to take chances tonight. And you see it there. A gain of 5, I guess you could say, paid off. 2nd and 5.
I'm looking at a tiny screen watching that play, and Joe, I could see it. It was obvious just through this that he busts through that next layer. He's gone.
And he knows it. He said he gets up frustrated. He wanted that one. Here he goes again for attempt number 2. Good stop that time by the Bearcat defense. They are all over that one. Gain of 1 makes it 3rd and 4. Eberline in on the tackle. That'll do it for the first quarter. A fast first quarter here at Green, North Butler, and your Saints. The Saints lead at 8-0.
Hey, take this moment at this quarter, crank up the volume to listen to these ads. It's these sponsors who keep Saints TV free to watch. In the meantime, get out your phone, get on your computer, givebutler.com/Saints jersey. You've got to get your bid in tonight, 10 p.m. it ends. We'll be back right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Back to action here. The start of the second quarter. The Saints have it 3rd and 4. They lead at 8-0. Sophomore quarterback Porter Schwiesau under center as the Saints in the wishbone. Back to pass. Looking for Connor Mullenbeck. It's complete. We do have a penalty flag on the play. I think we're going to get a bunch of personal fouls tonight. I think that'll be number 2. That one's going to go on North Butler. So we're going to get the first down on the pass play, a completion of 6. Tack on 15, and the Saints will have it in North Butler territory. Personal foul.
I'm trying to go back and take a look at what might have happened on that one. I got this one.
I think he just got him late.
So here's the pass. So he kind of leads his shoulder into
Comes down with all of his weight on him.
His head on it. He didn't come down on him, but he did push him down. He kind of got his shoulder into his head on that one.
I think we might be even now because I don't think the first one was a 15-yarder. Yeah. I don't think that one was a 15-yarder. So it's all even, right?
We should be even
across the board. And what do we know anyway? That's why they're down there doing their job, doing a good job. Wishbone, Saints, pass, pressure comes from behind, gets it off just in time. Forgotten man.
Oh, the forgotten man.
Touchdown, Saints.
Oh, man, they forgot him.
They forgot him. 38 yards for 6. Schwiesau Haugen. It's 14-0 Saints. The tight end out of that formation, I tell you what, how many times he becomes the forgotten man. It is there again. It's the Saints strike again with that play. It's 14-0, 11:31 to go in the second quarter. Bearcats have played very well, with the exception of a couple plays offensively, and they're going to find themselves trailing by a couple of scores at the start of the second quarter. That's what the Saints offense will do to you.
You're so right about that, Joe. The Saints.
2-point conversion. Swiss out of Malbeck is good. 16-0 Saints.
The Saints offensively, they just have too many tools. It's just tough defensively. But offensively, I feel like these Bearcats have done a great job, but they just haven't been able to finish.
Yep, exactly. They haven't finished on their end, and they've allowed really 3 big plays now to the Saints. And like you said, with the weapons that this Saints team has, you want to key on stopping one guy. Well, we got 2 others, or 3 others, or 4 others.
And the guy that you forgot about, number 44? Well,
right. He's
here to play, too.
You look in the stat book, and he's caught 3 passes all season, or 4, whatever it is. Okay, it's easy to forget about him until he makes you pay with a long touchdown. 16-0 Saints. Update your Wapsie Valley North Lynn game. We talked about that in the pregame a little bit. Wapsie Valley, the early lead there, 6-0 up over North Lynn. I believe it's in the second quarter there as well. That is the number 5 versus number 6 ranked teams playing for a district championship in their district. A couple good games. Riverside's playing ACGC. If you happen to know the score of that one, put it in the chat for us. We'd love some help keeping track of some of those key games.
Just got a text here from a gentleman. You know what? Just to protect his identity, we'll call him Tim. Tim reaches out and says, "Hey, you know what? Like I'd love to donate to the cause of those rings, but I don't really need the jersey. Is there a way to do that?"
Well, he's in luck. Tim is in luck. That ball goes out of bounds, kickoff out of bounds. That'll be a penalty on the Saints. They'll mark that one off. It should be somewhere out near the 40-yard line will be the football here when we go back to play. So if I'm Tim at home, and I do want to help support this, but I don't necessarily, need or want the $1,500 jersey, how can I help?
There's got to be a way.
It has to be a way. What if I went to that website and clicked the donate button?
Oh, there's 2 buttons.
There's 2 buttons. There you go. Yeah, that is how you do it. So seriously, if you're interested in doing that, want to help us out, that is the best way. Is just go to that same website where that jersey auction is, and you're going to find a donate button. If you donate on that page specifically, it will go to the ring fundraiser cause. Am I correct on that, sir?
You're exactly right. So obviously, people bidding, only the winners will get to donate, right? But some people just want to donate. They want to do this, like Tim.
Middle run, Pakey, nice gain. That's the best play on the ground for the Bearcats tonight. Like I said, they hadn't thrown it in about a month of Sundays coming up on that one, but they decide to run it there. Catch the Saints ready for the pass. Gain of 6. Seth Schott's in on the tackle, but Pakey gets 6 on first down, makes it 2nd and 4.
We've had several already who have donated on that, just the donate link. So thank you for those who are doing it. Those folks are just saying, hey, you know what? I have a contribution. You can have it. We appreciate the cause, appreciate what the coaches have done and the work the kids put in. Hit that donate button if you don't need the jersey but want to participate the way Tim does.
Flex bone here. This is a toss to McCormick, who fights for 5 extra yards and a first down. Gain of 9. So first down, Bearcats near midfield. They have moved the ball tonight. This is the first drive that they've moved it on the ground. So the Bearcats doing a nice job keeping the Saints a little off balance here. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Sophomore quarterback Wangsness. Quarterback has it here, and down he goes. Nowhere to run. They're going to say got back to the line of scrimmage. That was just a quarterback keep. Nowhere to run. 2nd and 10.
Funny to do the same dangerous thing that you're doing, to step on the top rung of these bleachers here, which is It's kind of a fun challenge, but it kind of gives me perspective. I see how many fans are along these fences. So thanks, Saints fans, for being here tonight.
Yeah, a lot of Saints here tonight. We appreciate that. Wagness, a shotgun here. 3 receivers at the top of your screen. Look in that direction. Pressure from Matt Clevenger. Gets the screen off to Pakey. Brought down. Big tackle by Corbin Michaels after a gain of 5. We'll make it 3rd and 5. So Tucker Pakey reels the screen in. Matt Clevenger provided the pressure, but Wangsness gets it off just in time. 3rd and 5.
That great job by Wangs is to recognize the situation and get that thing out of there, because Clevenger was all over
like a locomotive coming
it really
from
was.
Blitzing linebacker spot. Just a sophomore, Matt Clevenger, playing well this season in that linebacker role. Middle run. Short of the first down. That's Evan McCormick on the carry. Going to be 4th and short after McCormick is tackled by Schatz. After a gain of 3, makes it 4th and 1. The Saints have held the Bearcats on a 4th down inside the 10-yard line. Already once tonight, I think the Bearcats have converted 2 other 4th downs. I think this would be their 4th attempt at a 4th down conversion. Shotgun, middle handoff. Short gain, going to come down to the spot. I believe he's going to be short. Let's see where the spot is.
They're
Noel with the carry, and they're going to give him the 1st down. Right at the sticks, right at the 1st down yardage.
Clevenger's asking for a measurement.
Going to request a measurement here, and we'll get a measurement.
Don't know if we got an angle on that, but
it is 1st down Saints. So after we're going to award the 1st down to the Bearcats. We request a measurement. That's a good veteran coaching move there to say, are you sure? Maybe we should check that. It turns out it is a 1st down. A 1st down for your Saints. You turn them over on downs. But we've seen that a lot this year, and I understand pace of play. We want to keep the thing moving, but let's make sure we get it right, too. They do there, and the Saints get the 1st down. Turnover on downs for the Bearcats. They'll go back to work offensively. Schwiesau under center. A pass. Looking for Johans, just incomplete. Just out of reach for Johans. He had a step for a second on Wangsness. But incomplete on 1st down. Makes it 2nd and 10.
I like to see some of these plays come out of the book.
Yeah, it's kind of fun, isn't it? Yep. Let's go through your offense here quick. We've been such a fast-paced game. We didn't get to it. Derek Heeman, 51. Aiden Beeson, 70. Hudson Ostrander is your center, 57. Braden Halverson, Jackson Vroom, 75. That is your offensive line. The big fellas up front making big holes for the Saints tonight. This is Michaels. One of those big holes. Michaels squirts through it. Corbin Michaels, 20, 10. Touchdown, Saints. Corbin Michaels, 58 yards for 6.
Take another look at that one. Corbin Michaels, again, it starts with the offensive line making big holes, and he is off to the races.
22-0 Saints. Under 8 minutes to play in the first half. And the Saints tear off another chunk yardage play, a 58-yard touchdown run for Corbin Michaels. His 21st touchdown of the season on the ground. 2-point conversion attempt incoming. Shots at the bottom of your screen. Mully at the top, looking for Connor Mullenbeck. Incomplete. That one falls incomplete. 22-0, 7:53 to play in the first half. The Saints have the offense rolling.
Great job, Saints.
We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
And we are back. Welcome to Green. If you're just joining us, 7 minutes and 53 seconds remaining in the first half of this one. The St. Ansgar Saints are leading the North Butler Bearcats after just making a touchdown on a Corbin Michaels run. We're looking for the kickoff here from Porter Sweesaw.
Corbin Michaels, 3 carries. Oh, this one's 3 carries, 64 yards. Connor Mullenbeck, 1 carry for 90 yards. Chase Haugen with a 38-yard touchdown reception. Porter's kick is short, fielded by an up man. That's Bartell. He goes down immediately with it. Excuse me, Sage with the recovery. He goes down with it immediately. They'll have it inside their own 35. Let's see where they spot this thing.
So last kickoff goes out of bounds, right? So they're penalized and given great. Yep. The Saints are penalized, and the Bearcats are given great field position. The Saints keep that thing just skipping along the ground.
This one's not going out of bounds.
Yep.
34-yard line is where they set the ball down. It'll be 1st and 10 for Wangsness and the Bearcats. Trips left here. 3 receivers, bottom of your screen. Looking for Bartell, has a completion. Gain of 8 on 1st down. 2 Saints there. Looks like Seth Schatz and Connor Mullenbeck. Corbin Michaels. Michaels gets up a little slow. He's going to come off for a play here. Gets to the sideline, does Corbin Michaels. We'll keep an eye on that one. Looks like maybe got the wind knocked out of him. Little friendly fire there. I think that was Saints collision. Gain of 8. 2nd and 2. North Butler has moved the football tonight. Have been unable to capitalize, unable to finish drives. The ball's on the ground, recovered by Wangsness. He smartly just got it covered up as it bounces off his hand. It looked like he was turning to hand it off or to roll out before he saw it all the way in. Loses 6 yards on the fumble there. 3rd and 7.
I agree with you on that one, Joe. Felt like he's turning to hand that ball off before he's secured it, and that's the difference.
3rd and 7 here coming up for the Bearcats after Wangsness loses the snap and has to jump on it. Corbin Michaels not in the game at the moment. Came off a couple of plays ago. Correction, he is back out there. Michaels back out there for the Saints. Wangsness looking for Schroeder, I thought. Instead, it's the tight end, Martinez Marcius, who makes the catch. And they're another generous spot gives the Bearcats a 1st down. Spotted all the way out to the 45-yard line, 1st and 10. I thought that might have been closer than that, but the spot gives him the 1st down. It's one of those weird ones where it's, the forward progress thing, and he's coming back to catch it. So judgment call. Hard to know where he caught it. Of course, we're always going to see it one way. Pakey with the run, inside run. Good hard run by Tucker Pakey. Just a yard to show for it, though. Interior of the Saints defense makes that tackle.
Yeah, going back to that last pass, Joe, our angle wasn't so great. Well, our angle was behind the players. Like, we don't have a great view of it. But you're right, it did feel like, the forward progress must be the reason they gave him that 1st down.
Yeah. And I think there was confusion on the play, too. There's 2 receivers in that area. Like I said, I thought he was looking for Schroeder. Ends up in the tight end's hand instead. Pass over the middle. This is Martinez Macias again on the reception. Another short gain. Nice tackle. I believe that was Corbin Michaels. Joe Clevenger. 3rd and 8. Well, the Saints defense has been in bend but don't break mode here tonight. They
sure have.
Short passing game for the Bearcats has been effective. Comes another one. Getting the ball out quick. This is Schroeder. Breaks a tackle. Saints tackling has not been crisp tonight. They'll be watching a little film on that one tomorrow.
Sure you're right about
a couple
that.
Extra yards there again as the Saints don't wrap up. Gain of 4. 4th and 3. Coming up. The Bearcats appear to be going for it here on 4th and 3, down 22-0.
Steve Pope, thank you for chiming in. That fundraiser is at givebutter.com/Saints fan. Believe me, we'll have her back up for you at some point tonight.
Gonna try to get the Saints to jump. Gonna get a flag. I believe we're gonna get a delay of game penalty on the Bearcats. Oh, get a false start. Either one. Well, that'll work. It's on the Bearcats either way. The play clock was at 0 as well. But they do call the false start. That's 5-yard walk-off. So I don't know if they were actually going for it there or if that was just a let's see if we can get them to jump on 4th and 3. 4th and 8. I guess if they go for it here, then we know they really were going for it.
Then we do. You know, we haven't seen a punt yet tonight, but down 22-0.
And they are going to go. So they were going there. It was just trying to hard count and get their own guy in the hard count. Pressure. Pressure was applied by Matt Clevenger. Pass is incomplete. Almost picked off by JT Red. Jagger Trenton thought he had a hand on it. Guess what, JT? You don't want that interception
you don't want that.
anyway.
We'll
take
you
the
catch
ball.
that, you might get some words from the coach.
That's right.
Thank you. You just gave us a 20-yard deficit on our field position.
Instead, it's incomplete, and the Saints will take over on downs. They turn the Bearcats over on downs for a second possession in a row. They'll have it in Bearcat territory at the 48, leading 22-0, 4.5 minutes to go in the first half.
Jagger, he is just a player. He's a competitor. He gives 100% on every play.
That's
the kind of kid who's like, I can't not try and catch this. Come on, coach.
Watch Connor Mullenbeck down here in the slot. Schwiesow looking for Mullenbeck, and he's knocked away beautifully by Tucker Pakey. Does a great job of coverage there, knocks that thing away. I was about ready to give Connor Mullenbeck his second receiving touchdown of the night.
Well, it looked when that ball came out of Porter's hand, it looked like it. Pakey did a great job of getting in there, getting his hand on it, and making sure that didn't happen.
Incomplete pass makes it 2nd and 10. Good defense by number 10, Pakey, for the Bearcats.
I like taking a chance like that on first down. Why not?
Agree.
They're already in 4-down territory, in my opinion.
Option. Pitch to Michaels. Michaels, good hard run. Gain of 5. Clock continues to run here. We'll be under 4 minutes to play. On this play, the option's good for 5. Makes it 3rd and 5. I like that read. We ran that several times last week. I think that's the first time we've seen it tonight. The sophomore quarterback, Schwiesow, looks good running that play. I think we will continue to see more and more of that throughout the postseason.
Riley Steele, I'm not sure when you left the comment. Thank you, ACGC00.
Nope, thank you. Middle run. Michaels barrels ahead near a first down. Let's see where they spot this one. It's going to be 4th down, just short of a first down. Give him 4 officially. It is 4th and inches. So 4th and inches here for the Saints inside the Bearcat 40. Ball's at the 38. They need the 37.5 for a first down. 4th and a foot. Wishbone. Clevenger, his first carry of the night yields a Saints first down. 3-yard gain for Clevenger.
No surprise there. Send the ball to the China shop, and first down is what you get.
First down's what you get, exactly. Like, we dare you to stop this guy before he falls ahead for 9 feet. And not going to happen.
Not going to happen.
And the Saints get the first down. 1st and 10, just outside the 35-yard line of the Bearcats. If you're just joining us, the Saints have dominated offensively. The Bearcats have moved the ball, but the Saints defense has done just enough to stop those drives short of points. Pass. Intended for Mullenbeck. Caught. Connor Mullenbeck rolls out of bounds near another first down for the Saints. They're going to rule him short. way on the other side of the field, the bleachers here we talked about at the beginning, we're getting you the best picture we can. We just don't have much height here to work with. Going to call it a gain of 6, 2nd and 4. So gain of 6. Ball at the 30-yard line. A really nice pass there. Just you roll it out, hit our man on the move, hit him in stride. Good job for Schwiesau to Mullenbeck.
But not an easy pass. He's thrown across his body.
Right. Clevenger, his second carry of the night, Joe Clevenger, falls ahead for 2 yards. Third and 2 coming up. It is senior night here in Bearcat country. Their last home game, obviously the last week of the regular season here for the Class A teams. Everybody's gearing up for the playoffs. These Bearcats will make the playoffs, so they'll have more football to be played. It will likely be the 3 seed in the district. Pitch out to Michaels. Michaels has the first down and more. Spin move inside the 25. Corbin Michaels has the Saints set up with a first down after a gain of 13.
Another quick look at that. They're supposed to have a little replay logo on the bottom of this. I might need to double check and see what happened there, but that is the replay.
1st and 10 Saints. They spotted all the way down to the 17-yard line. Little toss out to Michaels gets the Saints a first down. Under a minute and a half to play in the first half. Schwiesau in shotgun. Looking for Mullenbeck. Has him. Good defense by the Bearcats. They read that one well. 74, is it, I believe, out there on the tackle. Nice tackle there for the Bearcats. Timeout Saints. They used their first timeout of the half with 1:07 to go. Officially no gain on that play, so it'll be 2nd and 10 after the Saints timeout. Tackled inbounds there. The Saints preserve the clock. 1:10 now officially on the clock. Give you a quick recap here. We've had a 90-yard touchdown run from Connor Mullenbeck. We've had a 58-yard touchdown run from Corbin Michaels, and then about a 37 or 38-yard touchdown pass from Schwiesau to Chase Haugen. 2 successful 2-point conversions, 1 failed. That's how you get to 22-0. The Saints turn the Bearcats away at the goal line on drive number 1 after they drove inside the 5. Chase Haugen comes up with a huge sack on 4th and goal to turn away the Bearcats, and Connor Mullenbeck goes 90 yards
on the very next play.
So it quickly went from, I think, a lot of Bearcats fans thinking we're going to take the lead in this thing to we're down 8 in 2 plays. Very, very. That's how football works. Game of inches, right? We've seen that a bunch this year. Saints back to work here on offense. 2nd and 10. Schwiesau puts Michaels in motion. Pass. Over the middle for Joe Clevenger. Caught! Touchdown, Saints!
Great play call.
Schwiesau to Joe Clevenger for a 10-yard touchdown. That was beautifully done. Everybody thought the ball, the defense was following Corbin Michaels on that pitch. He didn't have the football, sir. But you know who did? The fullback there out of the backfield. Sneaks near the goal post and pulls in the 10-yard touchdown reception. 28-0 Saints. 2-point conversion incoming. A touchdown reception for Joe Clevenger.
That is so great.
Pass. Looking for Mullenbeck. Caught. 2-point conversion is good. Porter Schwiesau finds Mullenbeck. I don't know how you stop that play, honestly. You got Mullenbeck one-on-one.
Here's another look
with
right
a
here.
Defensive back, and
he's got 4 yards between him and the defender.
Again, I don't know how you stop that play if the Saints can execute it like that. Give the quarterback time to throw it. Mully's going to get that gap on a lot of guys in high school football because he's so fast and pretty hard to stop. 1:04 to go. The Saints lead at 30-0. 1:04 to go in the first half.
Looking to see if I can grab that. touchdown again here.
A couple stat updates. Connor Mullenbeck, 90 yards rushing. Corbin Michaels has 86. Joe Clevenger with 5. Receiving-wise, Mullenbeck has 3 catches. Chase Haugen has 1 for 38. Joe Clevenger 1 for 10. Haugen and Joe Clevenger both have touchdown receptions. So Porter Schwiesow having himself a nice night. 5 of 7, 60 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yes,
for the sophomore QB.
Himself a night, isn't he?
Schwiesow to kick off here. (27) Brody Dolph, 26 Andrew Hall out there. That kick team. Bartell goes down with it. I thought maybe he was down. They really is not. And the aforementioned Brody Dolph is the first man there. Then a host of Saints make sure he goes nowhere, including 31 Hale Dietrich. So the 30-yard line, it will be for the Bearcats. Under a minute to play in the first half. Offensively, the Bearcats have 134 yards of offense in this first half.
They're moving the ball.
They have moved the ball. The Saints have come up big when they need to. Short passing game has been effective for Wangsness and the Bearcats. Let's see what they do here. Going to go back to the air. Looking for the tight end. Has him. Complete. Short gain. Saints will take that. Middle of the field. The Bearcats have burned a timeout already. Macias with the reception. Gain of 5, though. And the clock runs. 32 seconds to play in the first half. Wangsness looking for that same route. That one's dropped. Martinez Macias drops that one off the shoulder pads. It goes. Would have been right at the first down marker, depending on the tackle there. Instead, it's incomplete. 25 seconds left in the half. 3rd and 5. Ball's at the 35-yard line of the Bearcats. The Saints defensive line here. Let's dial up a little pressure here for Wagner and Halverson and Dolph. And Haugen, I believe, is on the other side. Nice job there by Corbin Michaels. Saw that one coming all the way, read it beautifully, tackles the man inbounds. Crisp tackle there for Michaels. It'll be 4th and 5. The Saints call a timeout. 4 or 5 seconds run off the clock after the timeout was called. I think that's what the excitement was about over here. Thought maybe the clock ran a little longer than it needed to. Saints want to force the punt here. So they call their second timeout with 15 seconds to go in the second quarter.
Saints leading 30-0 in this one. I can't see them going for it here, can you? Like, they got to get this ball downfield. Correct. Make sure Saints can't make a score happen with 15 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, they have the punter on the field. They are going to kick it away. Great timeout by Coach Clevenger there. Saying, well, let's make them execute a special teams play here.
Yep.
Right? Let's make them get that punt off because they can't go for it there. You're exactly right. They just can't. They have nothing to gain and a lot to lose if 4th down goes poorly. So instead, they're going to punt it away. First punt by either team tonight. .52, Brandon Whitty with the punt. The ball is picked up by the return man. I believe that is Mullenbeck. It is way on the other side of the field. Connor Mullenbeck scoops it up and returns it near midfield. 7 seconds left in the first half. Saints are going to run a play here. Sending Zaid Shell, number 4, out with it. Correction. Now we switch it up. I'm going to go number 9, Seth Schatz, has the play.
We've seen the Saints do a lot with a single play so far tonight. So with 7 seconds left,
Correct.
A lot can happen.
We talked about how
56
explosive
yards to go.
This offense is. This is a relatively short play for the Saints offense here this season. Schwiesow back to pass, looking for Mullenbeck. His favorite receiver has him. Connor Mullenbeck catches it, tackled by Pakey after a gain of 8. And that will do it. The first half comes to an end here in green. The Saints lead the North Butler Bearcats 30-0.
Great job by the Saints here in this first half.
241 yards of offense, total offense for the Saints. I don't believe that probably includes that last reception, which was a gain of about 8 for Mullenbeck. So something like 250 yards of offense for the Saints, 139 yards of offense for the Bearcats. But the Saints have come up big defensively when they needed to, and offensively, it has been a night of big plays. Connor Mullenbeck with a 90-yard touchdown run, Corbin Michaels with a 58-yard touchdown run, Joe Clevenger with a 10-yard touchdown reception, and Haugen with a 38-yard touchdown reception. 3 two-point conversions. The Saints lead at 30-0 at the half.
Not a bad way to go to half. Hey, we got about 2 hours to go on this auction, Joe. So there it is, givebutter.com/Saints jersey. I've actually been getting a lot of requests on my text saying, hey, tell me that address again. What is that address? We've got to know what that address is.
2 ways to support this fundraiser. You can bid on one of the 3 items for sale for the next 2 hours, or you can hit that donate button.
Just
if
hit donate.
Not in the cards to have a $1,500 jersey, we totally get it. But you want to do something? Here you go, hit that donate button. Every dollar you give goes 100% to the kids, essentially. It's to the awards for the rings, the state championship rings that the team is raising money for. So all the proceeds will go to that fundraiser so we can memorialize this thing, right? And have that permanent ring that each kid will get to take home and remember that special season for the rest of their lives. Update from Wapsie Valley. They lead at 13-0 over North Lynn. That's number 5 and number 6 battling it out for a district championship at Wapsie Valley. Wapsie Valley leads it here as they look like they're headed into the half as well. They're up 13-0.
Cool. Showman 12, thank you for chiming in. West Hancock is up 15-13 in that game. They were down 13-7 versus Belmont Clemmy with a minute left in the first half. But lead now 15-13. That's the last update we've
Interesting. So that game's tighter than I think most expected it.
Agreed. Hey, let's take a quick break here. We're going to come back after this and get moving with the second half.
Let's do it.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by St. Ansgar Chiropractic.
Oh, thank God. Please tell me you brought Paradise Pizza.
You've got to get to know Joe.
Town & Country Insurance Agency is a proud supporter of Saints TV.
Please send milk house candles. It's cold in here.
Time for a new golf cart. Miners Outdoor is major tough.
Hey, Mom. Better call Adams Painting and Drywall again.
When you need a hero, contact the boys at Al's Electric in St. Ansgar.
Family-owned and operated Patterson Seed is your solution to higher yields.
Cars hit me all the time. Luckily, Charleston Body Repair fixes you up fast.
With soybeats.com, my candle making is on cloud 9.
Harvest is right around the corner, but Farmer State Bank is more than just a bank for farmers. So whether you're a small business owner, a student, or a family, FSB is the right financial solutions for you. We are a family-owned local community bank with 7 locations across North Iowa. Visit one of them today or check out our website at fsbbanks.com.
When innovation meets horsepower, great things happen. Johnson Oil keeps Absolute Energy moving, fueling their plant with off-road diesel, swapping forklift cylinders, and setting tanks for the crews that keep the work going strong. And from Absolute's locally made E85 to the roads of North Iowa and southern Minnesota, we deliver it straight to our customers. 1 mile, 1 tank, 1 partnership at a time. Because powering progress takes more than fuel. It takes trust. Johnson Oil. Contact us today for more.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe, buying crop insurance was hard. There's a better way to buy crop insurance. You got to get to know Joe.
You know, there is a better way to buy crop insurance. You've got to get to know Joe.
Take care of your spine. St. Ansgar Chiropractic.
Focus Insurance Team. Safeguarding our neighbors in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota from risk.
It's Saints TV's goal to bring the game to those who are unable to cheer from the stands. Watching the stream is free. Creating it is not. Please consider donating to our cause through our donation partner, Give Butter. 100% of your donation goes directly to the St. Ansgar school system, where it is used for the education of our students, the equipment used to create these streams, and the athletic department so that our students can keep competing in the sports that are near to their hearts. Thank you for supporting St. Ansgar, and thank you for giving Butter.
Fuel up, champ. Life's better when you give Butter.
Thank you, Patterson Seed in St. Ansgar, for your generous contributions to Saints TV. For more information on how Patterson Seed can help you get higher yields, contact Mike Patterson at mike@pattersonseed.com.
At Canine Cabin, I'm treated like a king.
Invest in their future. Choose St. Ansgar State Bank.
And we've got a really pretty cool rock here.
This is from L.R. Falk Construction.
This broadcast is made possible thanks to the generous contributions of the advertisers you see here, as well as the Foundation for the Enhancement of Mitchell County and the Saints Legacy Fund.
The Mitchell County Substance Abuse Coalition creates awareness of the impact of substance abuse and encourages change through collaborative prevention efforts. MCSAC meets on the fourth Tuesday of each month at 4 p.m. at the Mitchell County Courthouse in Osage. We are looking for new members to join the coalition to work together to build healthy communities within Mitchell County.
Mustache makes him a man, the candle makes him a ladies' man. Milkhouse Candles, tonight's the night.
Life's full of bumps, but thanks to L.R. Falk, at least the road isn't one of them.
Protect yourself and your loved ones this flu season by getting your flu vaccine with Mitchell County Public Health and Home Health. With flexible clinic hours, various locations, and convenient drive-through clinics, getting your flu shot has never been easier. Flu shots are quick, easy, and no appointment is needed. We accept most insurances, making it easier than ever to stay protected. Visit www.mcpublichealth.com or find us on Facebook to see our full clinic schedule.
Thank you, Box K Beef and Freeman Welding, for your generous contributions to keep this stream free to watch.
Did you know the EJ has an app available to download in your App Store for free? We can't wait to hear how you like it. Search Enterprise Journal and look for our logo, you know the one, or scan the QR code below. It's so easy, even a child could do it.
The Canine Cabin Kenneling and Pet Services proudly supports our Saints athletes.
Oh my, milk house is getting bubbly.
They've sealed up the roof tighter than a hippo in a hot tub, and now I'm homeless.
I can always find the perfect gift at Home Sweet Home in St. Ansgar.
Colbert Realtors helped us find the perfect home.
Love you guys!
Relax. We've got a policy for that.
every single job that we do, either one or both of the owners are on the roof overseeing and often installing the products, which is something that we really pride ourselves on and make sure that we're going above and beyond.
Oh, yeah!
This broadcast is brought to you in part by St. Ansgar Chiropractic.
Oh, thank God. Please tell me you brought Paradise Pizza.
You've got to get to know Joe.
Oh,
Who is that
I love
guy,
that.
anyway?
I love that commercial. I love it. I think that's voted Saints TV's #1 commercial. You know what that is? That's a challenge to me. It's like, can you make a better one?
Right, exactly. Can you go make another one? Welcome back to Green, Iowa, the home of North Butler, where your Saints lead it at the half. 30-0. Candle Genius, not everything went right in that first half, but the scoreboard appears as though it did.
It does, and I was super impressed. You made a comment earlier in this one about how Bearcat fans started to get a little anxious or excited that they might take the lead in this one on their first drive. And I will say this Saints fan got a little nervous that they might do, because they just made their way down the field and everything went right for them. On a 4th and 2, they went for it and got a first down, a 1st and goal, but the Saints stopped them.
Yep.
And that's kind of been the way of it. The whole half, wasn't it?
You got it. On that drive, they were 2 for 2 on 4th down until they went for it that 3rd time. Since then, they are 1 for 4 on 4th down conversions. So there's your story for the North Butler Bearcats. They go for it on 4th down 6 times in that first half. Thank you to statistician Joel Carlson keeping us updated on that.
Joel Carlson, smartest guy we know.
That's right. They convert 3 of those 6 fourth down conversion attempts. For your Saints, Connor Mullenbeck got the action started with a 90-yard touchdown run. Corbin Michaels added the 2-point conversion. That was in quarter number 1. Quarter 2, again, after North Butler kind of played keep away for the Saints. The Saints didn't have the ball much in that first quarter. Second quarter starts with a Schweiss to Haugen 38-yard touchdown reception, capped off by a 2-point reception for Mullenbeck. Michaels, the next drive, goes 58 yards for a touchdown, and Mullenbeck with the 2-point conversion again on that one. That one was incomplete. It was intended for Mullenbeck. That one falls incomplete. And then your fourth Saints touchdown is a Joe Clevenger 10-yard touchdown reception. Yes, you heard me right. That is correct. A 10-yard touchdown reception for Joe Clevenger from that fullback spot. And Mullenbeck caps that one off with a 2-point conversion. Your Saints lead it 30-0 here at half. They will get the ball to start the second half here as well. So a couple of quick totals for you. 181 yards of rushing for the Saints, 68 yards receiving. That's 249 yards of total offense for the Saints. The Bearcats had almost 150 yards of offense of their own, most of that through the air. In fact, they have just 20 yards on the ground. All the rest of it is Wangsness passing. 11 of 16. They kind of took a play out of what we saw last week, right? Out of that playbook with drop back. About a 3-step drop. That back foot hits the ground and the ball's coming out.
Yep.
Right?
You can't waste any time on that play.
Yep, you got it. He's got the ball in his hands for about a second and a half, and it's coming out. So no opportunity for the Saints defensive line to get in there and create some pressure. So good game plan for the Bearcats. They've had a little trouble finishing drives. The Saints have taken advantage. They lead it 30-0 as we start quarter number 3. Offsides on the kick. So a 5-yard penalty right away on the Bearcats. We'll push them back 5, and they'll kick again. So the guys on this side, it looked like we're ahead of the football as they kicked it off. So the ball's got to be kicked away before that guy breaks that line.
Yeah, hey, we talked a lot about the give butter for the jersey and the auction. Oh, by the way, there's work to do, folks. We haven't seen any bids since we started talking about it tonight.
We need a bid.
I don't think folks, maybe we're not talking loud enough, maybe we're not talking about it enough. But also, there's a QR code in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. That's a little different project. That's givebutter.com/SaintsFan. 100% of the proceeds go back to the school, and that's just to help support the stream and help our Saints athletes keep the uniforms they need and keep playing the games they love to play.
I thought he might have been offsides a second time. We do get a flag. Middle return. Mullenbeck makes the man miss. Connor Mullenbeck returns the kickoff for 6. Let's see what the penalty marker is all about here. There is a penalty marker all the way back at the 50-yard line. It is a hold on your Saints, so that one's coming back. They don't call the offsides on the kick, but they do call the hold on the ensuing return.
Let's take a look. I think we can see that replay here. So the play took so long. We don't have all of it, but great run by Mullenbeck, all for nothing.
No. Yeah, it's called back via holding penalty. So Mullenbeck returns the kickoff for a touchdown, but we're going to march it all the way back to the 39-yard line, where the Saints will have it 1st and 10. So the penalty erases the kickoff return for a touchdown by Mullenbeck. Saints will start in the wishbone here to start half number 2 at North Butler. Middle run, short gain for Clevenger. Joe Clevenger falls ahead for 4. 2nd and 6.
Speaking of Clevenger, we had a Give Butter donor called Clevenger Home. Thank you, Clevenger Home, for your contribution to Give Butter. Susan Swift, thank you to you as well. Steve Pope, thank you for your contribution. And a man named Tim donated to Give Butter tonight. Thank you, Tim.
Appreciate all the support out there. It's free to watch. It's not free to produce, so we appreciate all the support.
Cameraman has a hard time telling who's got the ball.
That is a Corbin Michaels. when there's not a lot that would keep me quiet. When I stop talking, I don't know who has the football.
And I'm just going to have to just step in and say, neither do I.
It is
Hopefully
Michaels,
at
as
home
it
you
turns
can see
out.
that.
Corbin Michaels with a gain of 5. Makes 3rd and 1.
I think that's kind of the point, isn't it? The point is maybe the defense doesn't know who's got the ball either.
If from this perspective we can't tell, the guy down there can't tell either. Middle run, 1st down, Joe Clevenger. Give Joe Clevenger 8 yards on the good hard run there, and the Saints have the ball across midfield at the Bearcat 45. 1st and 10 Saints on what might soon be their longest drive of the night. I think this is play number 4 already.
Yeah, by longest you mean number of
By
plays,
number
right?
of plays, correct. Shreesow keeps. Shreesow makes a man miss, runs through a tackle. Hard run by the sophomore quarterback. Gain of 15, 1st down Saints.
Dangerous. So often so we saw pitches that one, right? So the defense needs to maintain a real honest approach to go after the guy with the ball. You don't know who's going to have it at the end. So we saw keeps that one, gets the Saints 1st down, and that field's getting a whole lot shorter.
McCormick in on the tackle, but gives Shreesow 15. 1st and 10 Saints at the 30. Love that. I love that play, and they have run it to perfection the last few weeks. Shreesow under center. Back in the wishbone are the Saints here. Going to pass again out of that formation. Gets to Michaels in the flat. Corbin Michaels up the sideline. Out of bounds, just short of the end zone is Corbin Michaels, forced out of bounds by the defense, but a big gainer for Corbin. Let's see here on the reception, right? Yeah, that's a little swing pass there out of the backfield from Shreesow to Michaels. Has the Saints set up 1st and goal. Our perspective's not great, but I think the ball's probably right at the 10-yard line, perhaps. So a 20-yard gain for Michaels has the Saints set up 1st and goal. Handoff middle. Pushing ahead is Clevenger. Joe Clevenger inside the 5. 2nd and goal for Clevenger. He's got to be down around the 2.
Yeah, where we're standing, it's so hard to tell, but that looks about right. They have been putting it on the scoreboard. There you go,
And
the 3.
It is the 3-yard line, thank you. So if they started at the 10 like we were guessing, we'll call that a gain of 7.
I like that.
How about that? We get the official stats tomorrow. Check Bound when the coaches correct all of those stats. For tonight, we have the best scorekeeper, Joel Carlson, helping us out. This is Clevenger with it. Joe Clevenger, touchdown, Saints. Joe Clevenger with the 3-yard touchdown plunge. Makes it 36-0, Saints. It's running clock time here in green.
Another look at that touchdown there by Clevenger. Just takes the ball, scoots through the middle. 6 points for the Saints.
Again, another one of those. When you need 3 yards and you hand it to Joe Clevenger, he's going to get you 3 yards.
Get you 3 yards.
The old joke is if you need 4 yards, he's going to get you 3 yards. Now, not Joe. If you need 4, he'll get you that too. But more often than not, they'll need 3. Joe will get you those 3, and away we go.
Exactly.
That's the fullback Joe. But not our Joe. He gets you whatever you need. 2-point conversion attempt. Looking for Mully again. I guess that's how you stop that play, right? We talked about it last time. I think we've run it 4 times tonight on a 2-point conversion attempt, two times to each side.
Yeah, Porter Suisaw just kind of ends up short on time there.
Yep,
exactly. As a defender kind of gets through, he's got to get rid of it a little bit early.
And that's how you defend that is you move the quarterback off his spot and make him throw it on the run and make him throw it before he really wants to, before Connor has a chance to beat that man outside. And that's what happens there. 2-point conversion attempt fails. 36-0. The Saints lead it, and the clock will run as long as that differential stays north of 35.
So let's take a moment to talk about, and you talked about this earlier, but let's touch on it again. We have scored 5 touchdowns in this game, correct?
That's correct.
5 touchdowns. 5 touchdowns with an extra point are worth 35 points. But if you go for it for 2 on every time, all you got to do is get half of them. In this case, we did get more than half because we have more than 35 points. So it's a little bit of Mitchell County math at work.
There's your Mitchell County math. It's 36 instead of 35.
You bet. So I like that. I like those odds.
Porter Schwiesau to kick it off. 28, Keegan Zacharias. And if you didn't watch the JV game versus Garner this week, go back and stream that thing. Keegan Zacharias had himself a night. Made 50 tackles, had 250 yards of rushing. I have no idea if either one of those are true. Kickoff, that's a live football all the way down to the goal line. Great kick from Schwiesau. Flag comes flying in from midfield here. The return is out short of the 20-yard line. But I believe we're going to get a penalty. Let's see if this one's on the Bearcats. It is, and get a personal foul penalty there on the Bearcats. Going to back it up half the distance to the goal. They'll start inside their own 15 here. Let's see how far they march this thing back. Again, our perspective isn't great from up here. We think that the ball was somewhere out around the 20-yard line, maybe just short of it. So it should be around the 10 if we're going to go half the distance. And it is. So the ball will be placed at the 10-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bearcats. Their first possession of the second half. They trail it 36-0. The short passing game has been effective for the Bearcats. Start in the wishbone here. Pitch outside. Nowhere to run. Great job. JT Red in there on the tackle on Bartel. Jagger Trenton, if you're just joining us, you don't know who JT Red is. We're petitioning to officially change his name to JT Red. We're getting close. I think we have the paperwork drawn up.
I like it. I think it's a solid play.
Jagger, just a sophomore, has had a whale of a season out there,
really
too.
has.
Kind of trial by fire, right? Of, okay, Mr. Sophomore, go in there and go play defensive back for the number 2 team in the state, and he's played well. As evidence there, with tackle for loss for JT Red, 2nd and 11. Pass, complete, Schroeder. Michaels in around the ankles there to hold him up, and a host of Saints to finish the tackle. Trey Johans.
Yeah, great job by Trey on
there.
that one. If Trey's not there, he had some room around him.
Right, yep. Gain of 7. Gain of 8, actually, because it's now 3rd and 3, and it was 2nd and 11. So let's give him 8. 3rd and 3, the Schroeder reception. 80 and 87 have been their favorite receivers tonight. Keep it on the ground here. Bartel rolls ahead for a first down. The first running play of the second half for the Bearcats. Finds a little success. Has a first down out near the 30-yard line. It's 29-yard line officially. 1st and 10 Bearcats. The game plan from the Bearcats tonight, I've been impressed. They have done a nice job trying to keep the Saints off balance. They're using the short passing game to replace a lot of those runs. And when they have run it here the last few possessions, they found some success, catching the Saints a little off guard. Pass coming in here again. Again, caught by their big receiver number 80, Bryce Schroeder, who has played well tonight.
Oh, look at that one. A really great play. The design is great. The pass is perfect. Right over the top of the defender.
The 4th reception for Schroeder tonight. That goes for 9. 2nd and 1. Second and short here. Opens up the playbook for the Bearcats. Let's see what they do. 3 receivers left. Bottom of your screen, looking there. Pressure by Haugen.
Oh, wow.
Haugen gets home for the sack. Chase Haugen, his 2nd sack of the night. A huge loss on the play. Going to turn 2nd and 1 into 3rd and 9. Chase Haugen coming up big. The senior having himself a night tonight.
He is having himself a night tonight, Joe. Love to see that.
2 sacks for Haugen and a touchdown reception.
Last regular season game for both of these teams. Tomorrow they'll find out who they get to play next Friday night.
Pay attention to our social media channels tomorrow. We'll try to get you as much information as early as we can find it. We'll try to post some stuff out there. Lots of confusion on the offense here. 3 seconds left on the play clock, and North Butler is going to call a timeout. So they have to burn a timeout here in the early going in the second half, as we had receivers going left, we had receivers going right, and it didn't appear as though anybody was where they were supposed to be. Timeout, Bearcats. So, yeah, let's talk a little bit about that. Those pairings get released. It's first-round pairings only is all that comes out tomorrow. So tonight, sometime around midnight, you're going to get a list of the 32 qualifiers. I can give you 29 of those qualifiers right now. If you'd like them, we won't waste your time, but it's pretty cut and dried. There's 3 or 4 spots up for grabs. We'll get those figured out tonight. And then tomorrow, you're going to get 16 first-round matchups, 16 games that will be played next Friday night. Your Saints will be at home next Friday night, and they will play a team that finishes 4th in their own district. So as the district champion, you get to play a team who finished 4th in another district. Who that will be, we don't know. We have some guesses. Maybe that's a Belmont-Clemmy team might make some sense. They look like they're going to finish 4th. They're giving West Hancock a run for their money tonight. In fact, they led that game early, we were told. But I believe West Hancock back in the lead there.
Last update we had was 15-3.
Pass here coming for Wayne.
Big pass. Too big.
Too big. Too long. Intended for Schroeder. Incomplete. That'll be 4th and a long 9, and the Bearcats are going to punt it away. Running clock here, so on that incomplete pass, the clock continues to run. Big update from Wapsie Valley. They scored 2 touchdowns late in that first half, and they lead at 27-0 over North Lynn. We talked about that potential scenario of a blowout in that game in either direction, but potentially changing some final rankings. I guess we're going to find out. We're going to put those rankers to the test as that game appears to be headed to a blowout. 27-0, Wapsie Valley blowing out North Lynn. Punt on the way.
Oh, wow.
Nearly blocked. He gets it off and gets a nice punt off. Fair catch called for at the 44-yard line. Hauled in by Mullenbeck. Good job by Connor to recognize I can't let that hit the ground or it's going to roll 30 more yards. I'm going to go get that thing. And he does just that. Saints will start at the 44-yard line.
Great pursuit by the Saints on that one. I thought he was going to block it.
I thought he had a shot, too. Who was that back in there? Can you tell?
It was Corbin. Was the first guy there, yeah.
He does a little bit of everything, does
he? Sure
Mr.
does.
Corbin Michaels, all over the field. Seniors had a whale of a football season. Let's go finish this thing off in style over the next month. A lot of football to be played here yet, and this is the end of the regular season. Saints hope a long postseason run is in front of them here. Starts next week at home. Treese out a pass, looking for Mullenbeck. Caught, but he's going to lose yardage on the play. Good tackle by Pakey. And again, there's that forward progress. We saw it earlier. Now the Saints are the beneficiary of that forward progress. They don't lose yardage. That is back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. A little completion, but well read by Pakey and the Bearcat defense.
Second half bound to go faster than the first. Hits ticking away. Saints with a 35+, 36 to be exact, point lead. And that keeps this clock running.
Middle run. Clevenger has it. Joe Clevenger carries a man for 4 or 5 yards. Gain of 12 and a first down for the Saints. Joe Clevenger runs as hard as anybody I've ever seen carry the football. Man, he's fun to watch. The senior... Again, we've said it about 14 guys tonight, but it's true. Just having a whale of a senior season. Joe Clevenger, one of the nicest kids you'll ever meet, great student, pretty good football player, it turns out,
football player, you bet. National Honor Society. I tell you what, we had the second best view on that last play. The best view, unfortunately, for the Bearcats was the guys who were getting knocked over while trying to tackle him.
Pass over the middle intended for Michaels, and he sits caught. Schweisow throws an absolute dime to Corbin Michaels, who's tackled inside the 20-yard line. Nice play there, 25-yard connection. Yeah, the defense was right there. Just Corbin Michaels is underneath it, and Schwiesau puts it where only his guy can get it. 25-yard connection, first down, Saints.
Saints take a timeout.
Timeout, Saints here on the field. Looks like maybe they're going to change some personnel. Maybe that's what that timeout was about. I see a few guys ready to go in here, so the coaches call a timeout here. 2:03 to go in the third quarter. 36-0 Saints. I expect we'll see the Saints offense perhaps minus a skill player or two for the majority of the rest of this drive, and perhaps maybe one more, and then you'll start to see some of these guys on the sideline get their opportunity here in the fourth quarter as the Saints try to balance this being conditioned and ready for the playoffs and being healthy for the playoffs,
exactly.
right? You have to do
that's
both.
The thing. We're healthy right now. We feel healthy right now. We must stay healthy for the playoffs and, obviously, come out of this one ahead.
Yep. So these Saints, well on their way to being the 14th team in school history of playing 11-man football to go undefeated. Just 14 times. This will be the 14th team that goes undefeated since 1946, I read. The Saints have been playing 11-man football in St. Ansgar. 13 times previously they've gone undefeated. This team looking to make it number 14. Well on their way as they lead at 36-0. So after the timeout, the Saints will put Mullenbeck in motion. Schwiesau looking for him. That ball's tipped away at the line. Good job by 74. Dylan Eberlein with the deflection. That was going to be a complete pass. Clevenger snuck out of the backfield there again and was going to have potentially his second touchdown of the night receiving. Instead, it is knocked away by Eberlein. Good play by him. Come up and get his hands up from that defensive end spot to knock that one away. 2nd and 10.
I like the offensive call by the Saints coming out of that timeout with that. And like you said, defended beautifully by the Bearcats and Eberlein. 2nd down.
Back under center is Schwiesau. Handoff Michaels. Michaels breaks a tackle, makes a man miss. Into the end zone goes Corbin Michaels. Touchdown, Saints. Corbin Michaels scampers into the end zone for the touchdown. 42-0 Saints. Ball was about the 15-yard line, something like that. We're going to call that a 15-yard touchdown run for the Saints. And Corbin Michaels caps off his night with a touchdown run. It is 42-0 Saints.
Great job, Saints. Great job, offensive line. Great job, Michaels. Yet another touchdown, bringing the score to 42-0.
2-point conversion attempt on the way. Getting out of that pistol formation is Schwiesau. Looking for Mullenbeck in the corner. Incomplete is the ruling on the field. Incomplete. He had it in his hands. He must be out of bounds with it. So incomplete. I believe that was intended for Mullenbeck. We can see about as much as you can on the deep side of the field there. So 2-point conversion attempt falls incomplete, but it's 42-0 Saints. This one's been all Saints on the scoreboard. The Saints have played very well offensively. We've seen a little bend but don't break defensively, allowed some yards, but have come up with big plays when they've needed them. And, you know, that's, I think, what you're going to see, Candle Genius, is as teams prepare for the Saints in the playoffs. I think you watch a little film and it's going to become very evident it's really, really hard to run on this defense. So your alternative is to turn your passing game into your running game. And you do that by getting the ball out as quickly as you can, running really short routes, right? How many times have we seen them run routes behind the sticks tonight, right? Where they're actually losing yardage on a pass completion or no gain on a pass completion or a gain of 1. It's just that quick passing game of, well, if we can't run the ball effectively, we're going to use our short passing game to try to replace it, to try to keep you off balance at least a little bit. And some teams have had some success the last couple of weeks doing that. But again, last week we talked about how effective that was, and they scored 1 touchdown, right? And tonight it's looked effective and for 0 points, right? And so it's one of those things of you're going to allow some yardage when the other team's game plan is to do that. But if you come up with big plays at the right time,
you're exactly
you can have as many yards as you want as long as the ball never gets in the end zone.
Exactly.
We don't really care.
Yeah. And these guys obviously did their homework. They saw what happened last week and said, okay, this is the game we're going to play.
Yep.
They've done a great job of it, but you're right. If you can't convert it to points, what's the difference?
Correct. Max Neely, I believe, did the kicking there for your Saints. The ball is returned to the, well, we're going to do some backwards math because we can't see where the ball is. Is that the 25-ish yard line?
Let's go with that.
Let's go with it. Wanksness back to pass. Going to hold it here. Saints get a little pressure, but he gets it off. That ball is tipped and incomplete. Corbin Michaels knocks that thing away, intended for Sterling. Sam Sterling was the intended receiver. Corbin Michaels sees it coming, knocks it down.
Another look at that one right here. I thought maybe he had that one caught after the tip,
which would have been
Sterling's
almost
equally impressive.
He almost caught it on the tip. That will do it for the third quarter. The Saints head into the fourth with a 42-0 lead.
With that, let's just take a quick commercial break. We'll be back right after this message. Don't go anywhere.
Town & Country Insurance Agency is a proud supporter of Saints TV.
Bliss and milk house candles. It's cold in here.
Time for a new golf cart. Miners Outdoor is major tough.
Hey, Mom. Better call Adams Painting and Drywall again.
When you need a hero, contact the boys at Al's Electric in St. Ansgar.
Family-owned and operated Patterson Seed.
Welcome back.
Fourth quarter about to get underway. Saints lead at 42 donut. 24, Jevin Damon in there for the Saints at a linebacker spot. I think I see 26, Andrew Hall. I think I see 28, Keegan Zacharias. We do have a winner for the yard line fundraiser. Shout out to those guys, Jevin Damon and Andrew Hall, right? Seniors on this team have done their job from day one. They get a little opportunity here tonight. Both of them do their job, whatever's asked of them, no complaints. Just awesome to see part of the culture and what we do here. And immediately Damon in there making a difference on the incompletion there. The Saints come charging into the backfield, incomplete. So just shout out to those two guys. Andrew Hall's the snapper, right? That's his job day in and day out, and does it well. Takes all of these guys. I think there's 54 guys on the roster.
That's
Takes
a
all
bunch
of
of guys.
All of them doing their job, pulling on a rope to create what Coach Clevenger and these Saints have created here with this football program. Proud to be a part of it. A little tiny part of it here on Saints TV.
Just a tiny part.
We get to showcase the big parts that they do. That's the fun part for us. We
you're
have the best
so
job
right.
in the world. Langsness
Oh,
picked
boy.
off.
Not picked off.
JT
What
Red, that's
happened?
my fault. I said picked off before you had it. That's me, buddy. That's me. That's me.
I thought he had it before you called it.
You know what he had? He had his eyes on 6 points going the other way.
Probably too late on that replay here, but
he just threw the fingers. Incomplete pass, as it turns out. He had visions of a touchdown dancing in his head.
I kind of did for him. I had the same visions.
The Bearcats are going to punt it away. This one's been all Saints. On the scoreboard, Whitty going to punt it away. So the Bearcats did some nice things. They're going to be a dangerous team, I think, in the playoffs. They will make the playoffs. Interesting to see what happens with them next week. Mullenbeck has it. Cross midfield. Connor Mullenbeck. Going to be forced out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Nice return by Connor Mullenbeck. The punt return going to set the Saints up with a short field. Starting offense back on the field minus the quarterback, it appears. I think Gavin Squire out to be the quarterback for your Saints. Grayson Falk in for Mullenbeck. Zacharias in for Michaels. So as predicted, timeout Bearcats here, but as we thought we might see, we're going to get the offensive line's going to stay in, but we're going to change the skill guys. But by that, I mean the fullback, the 2 running backs, and the quarterback will get changed out here. So I think you're going to see Brody Dolph at fullback, Zacharias and Falk in at that running back spot, and Gavin Squire will be your quarterback here with under 10 to play. The Saints looking to go 8-0. This is the 14th undefeated season in school history. On its way. Congratulations to these guys on a great regular season. I know, talking to a couple of them this week, that's cool and everything, and they really, that's great that we got that 8-0 thing, and we did what we took care of business, but we have work to do, right? We have bigger goals. We have a path laid out in front of us as a group, and I think you're going to see them do everything they can to, obviously, at this point, it's, as the coaches told them this week, now it's lock-in time, right? Take everything to the next level. How do we do everything, even just a little bit more than we've done it to get to this point, to go meet the goals and where they want to be?
I think the kids will tell you that. The coaches will tell you that. Hey, we did what we came here to do.
Right.
Now let's go to the next thing.
This is exactly what we expected. This is what we wanted. And, we hit goal number 1, which was to win every regular season game. They do that here. Going to cap it off here. Looks like we do have some changes on the offensive line, too. So just as I say that offensive line's going to stay in there, they don't. 62 is Logan Wagner, 54 Mason Beeland. I think I see 53 Alex Gonzalez out there. 8 Trey Johans is your split end. I see 74. Is that, 74 Zach Jensen out there for your Saints. Gavin Squires, the quarterback. Middle run again. Still on his feet, fighting for yardage. Let's see who had the football. Was that Zacharias? No, I don't think it was Grayson. I think it's 27. Brody Dolph. Dolph with the carry and a first down. The reason I know it wasn't Grayson, he went over to help him up.
Got it. I was looking to see who's coming out of that.
Yep.
I'm one of the last guys out of that, so Grayson was there, obviously, like I said, helping him up.
So the Saints have it. First down, just outside the 25-yard line of the Bearcats. A second team offense out there for your Saints. This is Zacharias. Zacharias over the left side. Big gain for Keegan Zacharias. Like I said, he had a whale of a night at Garner the other night in the JV game.
So fun to watch him.
Gain of 9 makes it 2nd and 1. Number 4 is Ade Shell running the play in.
Joe, it's one of my favorite parts of getting a lead big enough to see these guys able to come out and play in the varsity game. I just love watching these guys play.
They get their opportunity here. 21, Landon Hillman in there as well at the tight end spot. We're going to get an offsides penalty on the Bearcats. So that'll give the Saints a first down. Be 1st and 10, the 16-yard line. Excuse me, I was off 5 yards. Let's call it the 11. So the 5-yard walk-off. And again, our perspective isn't great. I'm going to change my mind again and say that might be more like the 15 now. Let's call it 1st and 10 from the 15. Getting outside with the keeper is Squire. Gavin Squire rolls ahead for yet another Saints first down. Tackle just short of the goal line. 1st and goal, Saints, after Squire gains 14 on first down. 1st and goal, Saints from the 1. The second team offense rolling here.
They really are. They really are. Great to have that offensive line out there to protect those guys and move the defense a little bit, make some holes, and make these things possible.
Your center, 77, Ryan Baker. I don't know if we got him called out the first time. He's doing a great job up there in the middle. Middle run. Touchdown, Saints. Gavin Squire with the quarterback keeper, and the Saints add 6 more, make it 48-0. So the Saints' second team offense rolls down the field, punches it in. They lead it 48-0, 48-0. Looks like the Saints had a little time out here on the field. Some confusion, a little mechanical issue with the officials, they get that straightened out and set the ball back in for play, and we are ready to go. 2-point conversion attempt on the way. Gavin Squires, your quarterback. Grayson Falk has it. Grayson Falk scampers into the end zone for a 2-point conversion, 50-0 Saints.
Grayson's another guy that's been giving you a lot of highlights during the JV games. Isn't that true, Joe?
Yep, for sure. He's fun to watch. He's just a freshman. Grayson Falk is going to be fun to watch over the years as well. Missed the first half or so of the season with a lingering injury from this summer. Had a little injury, elbow injury. You can see he's all wrapped up there still this summer. Got that taken care of, and he has been back about the last 3 weeks or so. Fun to see him out there. I know the coaches were excited to get him some reps here, get that experience, right? That's how you build the kind of program that they have built here. Is we have a lot of guys who want to do their job, and a lot of guys, that get that experience throughout, whether that's playing JJV or JV games or getting into these situations where they can get into these real varsity games at the end and make a difference, get some live reps against other varsity teams. It's good to see. Michael snuck out there on the kick team, and coach just says, you got to get back over here, sir. So they make a late substitution. That's Corbin for you. He just wants to go hit somebody.
Can't gotta watch these kids.
They want
these
to play.
days.
Of course, the coaches say, we'll save that one for next week, sir. What a night here. The Saints are going to cap off an 8-0 season, becoming just the 14th team in school history to go undefeated. Been playing 11 men since 1946. 80 years of football, 14 times undefeated here at St. Ansgar.
Not too shabby, Joe.
Keegan Zacharias and Zaid Shell in on the tackle for the Saints. Believe we'll get some defensive changes here as well. Let's see here. We got 62, Logan Wagner, 27, Brody Dolph. Zacharias, 28. He's out there for your Saints. Can't see to the far side who the other linemen are. 66, Mickey Nielsen, I believe, is out there. Ball on the ground. Recovered by the Bearcats. I don't know if that was a exchange problem or a handoff problem, but either way, the ball is on the ground. It looks like the Bearcats have their second team in as well, by the way. Loss of 2 on the play. 32, King Dietrich coming in for the Saints.
Saints
68, Corbin Rashavi. Sorry, that was 68, Corbin.
Yeah, the cheerleaders count by 2, so that's always a good sign for Saints. Points on the board.
Nowhere to run. Good pursuit by the Saints defense. Andrew Hall. And number 28, Keegan Zacharias in on tackle. Lost 2 more. Makes 3rd and 15. Under 5 minutes to play here. After this play. Again, the pairings for the first round games will come out tomorrow morning about 10 o'clock. We'll try to post some things on Saints TV, so just follow our Facebook page there. We'll get you the update on who the Saints' opponent will be. It'll be at home no matter what next week, so the Saints will play at home. They are your District 3 champion. Pass out, incomplete. That falls incomplete. It'll be 4th and 15.
Ryan Huffman, thank you for chiming in. Several chime-ins from Brian. West Hancock was down 21-15, but they're now up 22-21.
Wow.
In that game. That's a tight game.
That
1
is
minute
a tight
left
game.
in the third at the last check.
Punt over the punter's head. All the way back at his own goal line. In pursuit is Dolph. He gets away from him. Up the sideline. Forced out of bounds. Short of a first down, so it'll be Saints football at somewhere near the 33-yard line. So he did actually a gain of 2 on the punt, but it is first down Saints after they turn it over on downs after the snap goes over the punter's head.
So Gavin Squire, I think, was the guy that knocked him out.
Squire in at quarterback. Saints second team offense out there. A little movement up front. Officials are going to let it go at this point. Probably a smart decision. It's 50-0. Clock is running. I didn't see who had the football there. Was that Dietrich?
You know,
Kane Dietrich's in there. 32 for the Saints. You probably saw it at home. Gain of 4. 2nd and 6. Gavin Squire has the Saints on the move again after a short field, after turnover on downs, after the failed punt. Carry there by number 20. I believe that is Landon Yinger. It is Landon Yinger.
Good eye, Joe. Good eye. Also trying to figure it out.
Gain of 4 makes it 3rd and 2. Saints middle run again. Nowhere to go that time. Short gain right near first down yardage. Let's see what the call is. It'll be 4th down. No gain on the play. 4th and 2 coming up. Under 2 minutes to play. What a season, what a regular season for these Saints. You're going to move to 8-0 in the season. Your District 3 champions. They will face a number 4 seed or 4th place finisher. To be determined, find out 10 o'clock tomorrow morning who the opponent is next week at home. First down, Saints. Landon Yinger gets the first down for the Saints on a short gain. Under a minute and a half to play. Saints are going to let the clock run here. Still 20 seconds on the play clock, so they'll stay up here and let that thing run under 10. Squire takes a knee. I believe he'll have to take one more of those, and that will do it. So, yeah, one more knee on the way for the Saints offense. And they're going to wrap up an 8-0 season, just the 14th time in school history that the 14th time in school history that the Saints in 11-man football will go undefeated. Congratulations, boys, on a great season. Lots of work to do. Can't wait to see this team roll into the playoffs. Next week at home, be there as your Saints roll into those playoffs at home, 7 o'clock next Friday night.
You got it. It's been a lot of fun to watch these guys during the regular season and be able to bring their hard work to you folks at home. So thanks for watching. And obviously the kids are watching on their way home as well. So much fun to be a part of that. Congratulations to these boys. The next season begins right now. That'll be Friday night. We're going to find out tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., who they play. Hey, what's coming up on Saints TV? Well, let me tell you, we've got the football game on Friday. A lot of these JV, junior high, JJV, the season has come to an end for a lot of these teams. Obviously, the second-ranked Saints football team will play at home next Friday. Yes. And on the 22nd, our top-ranked volleyball team is going to play at home versus either Bishop Garrigan or North Union. They got a first-round bye in that one.
West Hancock leads Belmont Clemmy 22-21 with a minute to go in the third. Over there at Belmont Clemmy. It is still the third quarter. The latest score update I have shows a minute left in the third, and West Hancock perched on a 1-point lead at Belmont Clemmy. That would be that'll be an interesting result. Number 7 West Hancock. They are 7-0, looking for 8-0. Belmont Clemmy 3-4, and quite frankly, one of the teams I thought maybe had a shot of getting sent to St. Ansgar next week.
Oh.
If they pull off that upset, that may change that. So that one's interesting. The Wapsie Valley North Lynn game that we talked about turned into Blowout City. 42-0 Wapsie Valley rolls over North Lynn, so that could have an impact. Wapsie Valley is going to be the #1 seed in that district, and that may change some of those final rankings that come out next week. That will matter as we get much deeper into the playoffs, so keep an eye on that one as well. Stat-wise here for your Saints, get some updates. What else do you have there? You got any more schedule updates for us, sir?
Schedule, that's it. I don't know that I have any more to share other than postseason stuff, volleyball. And, well, you know what? Yes. The state qualifiers for cross country will be on Thursday of next week. That's going to happen in Mason City.
So volleyball, cross country, and football all underway postseason this week.
You got it.
All right, here you go. Let's do some stats to cap this thing off. Porter Schwiesau ends the night 9 of 13, 113 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Receiving-wise, Corbin Michaels had 3 catches for 64 yards and a touchdown. Chase Haugen, 1 catch, 38 yards and a touchdown. Connor Mullenbeck, 5 catches, 20 yards. Joe Clevenger, 1 catch for 10 yards and a touchdown. All these unofficial, by the way. Rushing, led by Corbin Michaels, had 7 carries for 91 yards, added a touchdown on the ground. Connor Mullenbeck, 1 carry, 90 yards and a touchdown. Joe Clevenger, 7 carries, 39 yards and a touchdown. Gavin Squire, 2 carries, 15 yards and a touchdown. So the Saints roll up the regular season, 413 yards of total offense. They cap off a fantastic 8-0 season and roll into the playoffs with all of the momentum and head of steam. Go Saints. Be at home next week, 7 o'clock. Support these Saints. Support your volleyball team also at home next week. And get to that cross-country qualifier on Thursday if you can. It's going to be a great postseason here in Saints land, and we can't wait to bring you as much coverage as we can starting Tuesday with volleyball. Is that Tuesday night?
What's the date today?
Today is the 17th.
Yeah, it's got to be maybe Wednesday.
Wednesday night.
22nd. It'll be the 22nd.
The 22nd. The 22nd is Wednesday.
Yep,
Thank you,
so
sir.
watch your calendar.
Wednesday night. We'll kick off the postseason with volleyball on Wednesday, cross country on Thursday, football Friday night. Thanks for joining us, Candle Genius. Thank you for all you do to make this all happen. Thanks to everybody who contributes to make this all work. What a great night. Again, Saints win it. Big. Move to 8-0 on the season.
And big win for Saints TV. 0 complaints on the scoreboard work by Kimba Tsunami. Thank you, Kimba Tsunami, for your work on the scoreboard. There's some chatter about it tonight. You want to check and see what's going on there. But Joel Carlson was, I think he thought it was exquisite work. So,
yep.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you Wednesday. Nighty night. For volleyball, by the way. Nighty night.